Last year, fans of the MMORPG genre were excited about two upcoming games, Star Wars The Old Republic and Guild Wars 2, and Game & Eyes was lucky enough to be invited along for a sneak peek during the Guild Wars 2 beta weekend. Guild Wars 2 is the sequel to the incredibly popular Guild Wars, developed by ArenaNet and released by City of Heroes publisher NCSoft in 2005. It was a unique title in the genre in that it released as a standalone game with no monthly subscription fee, which led to it becoming a wildly popular game with a focus on player versus player combat. Guild Wars 2 aims to replicate much of the magic of the original while giving its own unique spin on the MMO genre in the areas of storytelling, combat, art style, and an improved player versus player experience. Much like the original, major story elements are delivered through cutscenes at key points in the game. Player characters are fully voiced, giving an added level of depth to the typical grind of levelling up in an MMORPG. Interestingly, choices made at the character creation stage alter some elements of the basic storyline. So for example, if you choose to be a human and decide that you were raised as a noble, then your friends and rivals will also be nobles, affecting elements of the storyline. This adds another layer of depth as multiple playthroughs may be subtly different. Main storyline content often ends in large group boss battles, which is something that's not usually done in other games outside of raiding and dungeons.
Destroy them! Take out those giant heads, and the whole thing will come crashing down! Watch for debris! Keep your heads down!
It's often been said that the combat in Guild Wars isn't very engaging. You click your auto attack, make sure you're in range, click a few other abilities until you or your enemy is dead. Sadly, Guild Wars 2 suffers from the same issue, with the lack of abilities and the visceral looking combat we've seen in some trailers. That's not to say that the game doesn't have its moments. So far, it's the only game we've played where at level 3 you can enter PvP and turn into a giant tornado. Sweet.
Rally to me if you need to recover.
There's a mix of the standard MMO combat and a few unique features that makes the game a little more interesting. Your abilities, for instance, depend on the type of weapon you're carrying. A single pistol will give you 3 abilities, while a shield gives you 2. Swap to 2 pistols and you have yet another unique set of 5 abilities based around 2 guns. The abilities themselves unlock automatically as you use the weapon. Another feature is the combo system, which allows stats such as fire or electricity to combine with other items, such as an arrow. An elementalist, one of the 3 mage classes, can create a firewall, and if a ranger shoots through this, the fire stats added to their attacks, dealing additional damage or possibly setting the target on fire. This will no doubt lead to player versus player teams who work together to create combined attacks and dominate the leagues. Where Guild Wars 2 really stands out is in its art direction. In fact, let's just give you a minute to soak in the video. We strongly advise that you have your ceremonial jizz rag at the ready. See, the game is beautiful, and the hand-painted art style comes across in everything, from the UI to the cutscenes and even the world map. This art style, combined with the classic Japanese-inspired character models and weapons, gives the game an incredibly unique look. All in all, Guild Wars 2 is shaping up well. With the popularity of the original game, its fresh take on the MMO genre and its stunning art style, it may even be able to take on some of the big players in the field. We're certainly looking forward to seeing how Guild Wars 2 progresses. Guys, is it pronounced MMORPG or Mamorpaga, or how do you say that? someone send their answers in on a postcard? Please? GamingLives.com. Cleaning my jizz rag because of that video.